What is going on, people? Welcome back. Johnny here, and we're going to pick up with the Dwarfs. Andrew, thank you for the comment. I do agree. The Thumper is definitely worth the little bit of gold it takes to keep rebuilding it. And, yeah, keeps us safe. I think we have security well in hand, at least by the end of this episode. And things continue to expand. We need to get to a point here before too long where we can start doing caravans to gather up more gold. So, lots of work to do as always. Clearing space, making a few extra workrooms. Just any extra open space, we're going to look for some more of that as well. Anything in the north we can certainly plant. We haven't even planted that little space yet, but otherwise, the Dwarfs are busy picking up stone, cleaning stuff up. We're getting quite the collection of bears, but we're trading them up. We have 2,498 gold as well, and our wealth is getting a little freaky high at 335,000, I should say. So we've cleaned up some outside spaces. We're not really doing any actual cleaning out there, but I'm not convinced it's not a good idea, at least where they're walking constantly, just to keep the place tidy. We're going to start doing some mining down the map edge on the right-hand side. See what we can find over there. Hopefully, we'll find some nice usable space, or at least some open space so that these stupid animals have somewhere else to go. We have quite the collection of rugs going here. Rugs and carpets of various types. We need to clean up our storage area as well. It's a total mess in there. I'm going to floor up the outside. There's just a bunch of trees. We do battle from in there via ranged weaponry. Our bear is walking over our traps. I'm definitely going to have to do something about that. It doesn't make sense to allow them access to a spot that could get them injured and or killed. So let's clear that so that they no longer go in there. And then that should solve the problem there. I guess we can let them in where we dump carcasses, since the bears do enjoy eating those things before they rot. We need some more bedroom space before we run out. These walls I can't move, even though I have the Move Anything mod. The walls added by the More Walls mod will not be moved. You can see we've filled up all of our Dowie fermenting barrels. So we're going to have to get another bunch of those going too. It won't be long here before we can do Bugmans as well and get some more intense alcohol going, and the value on that being a bit higher as well. We do find a steel vein while we're mining out this extra bedroom. The more the merrier, I think. We're not sitting on a ton of steel at the moment, and we do have plenty of armor. When we start making Empire armor, we'll be using it. We have lots of gold. I'm not sure where to stash all this. It seems sensible to make a vault somewhere. For now, we only have a couple thousand, so there's no need to go bananas on a vault. But I would like to get a proper storage space for that. I think we'll allow it over here for the moment, just to get it out of our way. We're finding different types of stone, so that should make for some interesting furniture and flooring when we get to that point. We are going to explore Dwarven royalty here, see we found another type of stone as well. Cyanite and gabbro and limestone. It's quite the variety there. I stuck the gold outside just to get it somewhere. My goal is to get this whole room cleaned up. Chaco is snapping. We're about to find some open space here, I noticed. So let's hopefully find something worthwhile there. A uranium meteorite falls out of the sky then. And there we go. We'll have to get that mined out of our way. It's a big bloody mess, but there it is. It did take out one of our beehives, but we haven't yet acquired any queen bees anyway, so we may have to go to a different map for that unless we find some open space that has some queen bees available. We've almost filled up our fermenting barrels once again, and Uruk is going to go on a tantrum and start smashing shit. That's not good when he's got a super powerful hammer in his hands. I don't like that. You can see he smashes up some of our steam pipes, and Flash Storm starts up at that point, so we're going to spend a while fighting fires. That's indicative of some open space back there, so I think it makes sense to mine in that direction. And we're about to find some open space. Hope it doesn't connect all the way over there. That is not going to be good. Ragnarsson goes on goes on a food binge. So another meteorite falls at that point. So much going on here. It's crazy. And we're mining away. We do have quite a few bears. We have a tortoise. I don't know why I'm not slaughtering the tortoise, but I think I will at this point. Area revealed. So there's the space, no doubt, down in the southern area. So it is not very significant, which is fine. One chunk and no old dead trees that we can find queen bees in. We might as well make Chaco finish this. We know there's space over here, so we might as well start mining in this direction next. Didn't seem like it was too far when I was looking at that lightning bolt. So I like this map. I'm glad I turned up the amount of mountain versus the open space in the mod settings. It's made things more interesting and way more easy to make secure. So we have that going for us. We're going to be collecting many of these bison out here before too long. There we go. See, that did not take long. And we found some additional resources to boot. So there you go. Boom. That lightning strike told us everything we needed. Now, there might be more space in there, but we're not going to mine too much further in because we don't want sappers coming through. It is high time we cleaned up this area. I don't need to leave those walls out there. I want them gone, in fact, because I want animals to be able to move freely around. There is a Gabbro chunk. And the Chaos Abominations show up. 2 groups of them, one up north and one in the south. Quite a few people. We do have pawns out and about. You see Chaco is about to... There's actually deconstructing stuff. I need to get his ass inside. Let's see if we can send him in to man the grudge thrower. We'll get Yida on top of that as well. Shouldn't take us much to deal with these schmucks. However, they never flee. You have to kill them to the critter, and they do get a hold of Chaco. So I guess that's what he gets for going on a mental break not too long ago. I guess we'll bring everybody out and see if we can't keep Chaco from getting himself murderized. But that's a lot of critters attacking him there. Not excited about that. It'd be crappy to lose somebody. We may have a Wand of Resurrection laying about. You can see they're all getting in through the open doors over there. Chaco does go down. He has 10 hours to live. Might as well send everybody behind the wall and keep the rest of the people safe. Not too many of them got in before the door closed, though, so forget that idea. I think we can deal with these ones. We have some magic. I do have a Rot Bomb. That is a dangerous spell given the massive radius of the explosion, but it looks like we'll catch several of them in it. I'm going to hit the hardest of these critters with another spell. Do some good damage to it. There you go. See, that thins them out quite a bit. The bears are coming out to do battle too, so we have those guys trained up nicely. And we're lobbing rocks on the chaos critters in the south. I think probably a rock on the ones in the north as well. Our door is closed, and we can't really get out there to open it because we don't want to get ourselves killed. I do need to send somebody to pick up Chaco and get his butt dragged in. They're bashing on our door because the trap corridor door is not open. That will save us a fair amount of iron for whatever it's worth. I'm just going to risk the walls and go ahead and shoot at the guys that are bashing up the walls over there. And down in the south, there's a huge group of them still, so why not see if we can take some of them out. We have these war machines. We might as well use them. They're going to do damage to our walls regardless of that, so they do eventually get through the door. But the bear keep coming in and out, and they're opening the door, making us vulnerable, so we have to back everybody up. Didn't anticipate this problem. There it is. They're really beating the shit out of our doors. So... I don't know. We need to line our ranged troops up here so that we can do damage when they approach the wall. Because they're going to try and pull the same stunt on this wall that they are over on the other side of what has become our kill zone. And I guess we can fire our flame cannon. We've set the ogre to man that for the moment. And yeah, once in a while, one of them decides to come in. It's really not worth shooting the flame cannon unless we get a big group of them in. So I think I'll hold fire on that. It is costly to fire, and whatever. You can see they've managed to make entrance into the trap corridor, and the flame guns at the wall are phenomenal. Chaco, I believe he's been tended, so I do rush out. We end up starting our own bears on fire. Those guns are dangerous, to say the least. Our ogre and our bears have been caught on fire. Let's stop shooting the flame guns. And there's more fire spreading around. That's just a big bloody hassle. Making sure everybody is in attack mode. Trado gets caught out while putting out a fire. He does have a flame gun in his hand. I'm going to send Rugnason over there to deal with that guy as well. And it's not too long before everybody is dealt with. We do have quite a few burn injuries, which is all friendly fire. Some of our bears are suffering that as well. Definitely should... one of them got a permanent injury. Stupid Drake guns. But it's fun and very effective. There, Kazos admiring our pile of gold for some much needed recreation. Everybody is tended. The animals are indeed using the hallways that we made, or the, I guess, cave tunnels. We're going to butcher all these dudes because we could really use the hides. They're very valuable. The meat is going to be garbage unless some trader comes along to purchase it. The bison keep taking themselves out. We have way too much animal fat with all this butchering, so I'm just going to set it all outside. It's fine. I don't need it. There's a mega sloth down on one of our traps. We've got a couple thousand chaos meat thus far, more sitting inside. And it's at that point that an Empire trader shows up, so we'll go out and talk to that fella. There's deer just dead everywhere. I don't know what's going on with that either, but there you go. These guys will actually buy the chaos meat, which is interesting. You can sell 2,679 chaos meat, and they got cleaning statue, freezing statue, lantern of days. I'm going to set up an overflow food storage. We could also use somewhere to put things that deteriorate. I did buy another belt of ardor as well, and an Empire road sign, just to get rid of some crap and keep some cash flowing through. We do finally finish researching Bugmans. It's the high time we got onto the Empire, though. So next up for Dwarfs will be the high blood stuff. I don't want that for now. Where to go with the Empire? I think we'll get through apparel, and then I need to get through magic items as well. I inadvertently deconstructed my table. You can see our wealth has continued to climb as raiders have shown up. But that trade did make it go down a bit. One of our bears is fighting a troll in the in the kill box area. And our storage room's looking nice. I got most everything put away. And a few more of those shouldn't hurt. I find people without weapons once in a while. There's got to be an easier way. I wish you could get a little notification like pawn without weapon. All right, we're going to send Yurik down to help the bear so he doesn't get himself dealt with. And we could let the bear feast. We're going to do a healing spell on Gotrik to cure one of his permanent injuries, and that succeeds, which is fantastic. Peterson is going to go see about getting some magic need back. I've also swapped up my growing zones. We have way too much wood, and I'm having a hard time finding somewhere to put it all. So we also have much more that we could mine if we were so inclined. I have a few small overflow zones. Otherwise, weapons galore. And here's where all of our buildings have gone. So I'm going to set up the buildings that we recently purchased. Not sure where to put the freezing statue yet. I need to make a plan for that. Again, we're going to work through the rest of the Empire armor and whatnot. I did add a mod in the sofa mod. I just think it's cool and fun. So I'm going to build a sofa. Seems like an interesting idea. There we go. So we did get some Bugmans made as well. We do have the ambrosia to make it, and hops and barley, so why not? There's a shoot frenzy, so some of our people are getting inspirations given their extreme happiness. I noticed the predators are having a hard time killing the prey animals here. This is going on all over the map. I'm not really sure what's happening. The game is freaking out. Look at that. There's a bear attacking a troll, attacking a rabbit, and nobody's hitting anything. I don't know what's happening there. I don't know if the game has had a screw up or what's going on, but it's pretty interesting. It just goes and goes too, and then it starts happening all over the place. So once in a while you do, especially as you throw in more mods, you do encounter weird issues with the game. We did have a southern bear self-tame, so that gives us all 4 types of bear. That's pretty awesome. We'll get him trained up. And look at this. So it goes on for like a day, and I don't really know what to do. You can see the game has been slagging out on me too, so I'm going to make sure we don't have any dev mode issues. Whenever you have issues, it's always good to first check dev mode and see if you have some errors happening, but there's nothing that's related to that, and I did have to reboot when I added that new mod. So yeah, I try ending their jobs. I do have dev mode command to end jobs. It's an Empire trader shows up. We might as well do the trade. We don't have any money, and we don't really have a ton we can get rid of. They don't buy Dwarven Ale for some reason, and they don't buy Bugman's Ale, so I have to figure out why that is. I'm going to buy saltpeter so we can make black powder. We haven't found any of that in a while, and it's relatively cheap. We do have a fair amount of textile stuff we can sell. I don't see why we would really hang on to that stuff forever anyways, so we'll do that. Meanwhile, the animals continue to fail to attack and kill each other. I need to get out on the world map before too long. With the ogres, we could always buy new pawns, and there's plenty of Empire trading partners around. I really want to trade with some dwarfs. There's one to the south there. These guys, the ogres, are 6 days away. We started making the food for that. These Empire settlements are, the first one's about 2.5 days away. I really want to get out and start doing stuff on the world map. It's high time we exited this map and left some people to defend it. I'm a little concerned with the way the trees are growing through the kill zone, so we're going to try and keep some area clear. I do need to do some hauling of the stuff we purchased. And the animals battle, but continue to fail to actually do it. They're all trying to kill that one rabbit. It's the toughest, most badass rabbit. I take a kill command from dev mode to see if I can kill those tiny creatures that should have died anyway. Kill a bunch of them. And look what's going on there. But there's not enough food in one of them, so they keep running around attacking other animals but not getting any food. Now we're trying to mine here, and we can't do any damage while mining either. So needless to say, it's about time for a reboot, and we cross our fingers, because if rebooting doesn't fix it, that could be the end of this one. I cancel it. I send somebody else over there. Still no love. But nothing's working. The guy's ability 17 in terms of mining. He's even gaining ability. Like, this is like the infinite skill. There you go. So I reboot, and boom, everything starts working fine. Animals are no longer invulnerable. There you go. So I don't know what happened. There were no errors in the log. We're still dumping fat out here, but starting to get a reasonable amount inside, so I think I will get rid of that. I do put up our new light. We're going to make, there's some mineable saltpeter now that I've bought some. That's fantastic, but we're going to make a little room for making Empire clothing. So it'll be another textile type room, and we might as well do some extra smoothing in the general area while we're at it. Empire tailor bench. I'll probably put some Empire shelves in too, since we have this new fancy Empire shelf that Dino was gracious enough to make us. And the ability is phenomenal, so why not just let it go and use it rather than sticking to the dwarf stuff, which is also Dino's handiwork. It's the image wizard. That's Dino. Stuff that Dino comes up with is amazing. Anyway, things are looking pretty solid. Finally, we have a reasonable amount of animal fat. It's just not something anybody buys. I don't know what else to do with it. You can see our value has gone up again, and that's probably due to mining stuff. There's our sofa. It turned out pretty nice as well. I'm going to probably pop more of those around, but not at the moment. We do have people playing the gong, and they love the instruments. And we do get another couple. So Ragnarsson and Jory decide to couple up. That is awesome, because it frees up a bedroom for us, and now they are being intimate. That also gives them additional happiness as things happen in the evening hours. So phenomenally, we are in a better spot. I did fail some kind of quest, but I'm not too concerned with it. Been torn on smoothing the growing areas, but I'm not sold on it yet. Anyways, that was a busy time, and a reboot was required. I'm going to pick a color for our factions when we start making human clothing. I don't know, a lot of interesting options. I mean, I'd like to stick to gold, yellow, since that is our main goal of this playthrough, gold acquisition. So there you go. Please leave me a like if you're enjoying. Leave a comment. I do read them all. I do respond. We have open bedrooms for next time. We're going to start making clothes for all the human likes and the ogre, or the humans and the ogre. And we made some good progress this episode. There you go. That research goes really fast. Back to magic items now as the next step. Anyways, I love you guys. I will see you all later.